All right. So we showed you guys a great, we showed you guys previously, we've shown a great integration for how you do automation deployment and network as code. My name is Aaron Edwards. I'm Field CTO with CloudGenix. I'm going to show you the next thing that we have a lot of customers using today that is hugely impactful and makes life easier and quality of life for admins better is ChatOps. So it's a very quick and easy item, but it's very important. So if you look at what is ChatOps? Well, ChatOps is where we have systems and teams that are actually using enterprise collaboration tools today. We have a huge amount, and even us internally, using Slack, Microsoft Teams, and a bunch of others. One of the big powers of these enterprise apps is that you can write bots. And these bots, you can say, what's going on? Or did my integrations work? Did my integrations fail? There's a huge amount of CI/CD tools that you can use out of the box. But going beyond that, with CloudGenix, we've had a lot of customers that have built not only integrations, but custom integrations that make their DevOps and their Helpdesk teams easy to use. So for example, we have a customer that provided us some great screenshots of their own network. They basically can ask their bot, what's the status of my CloudGenix network? So their Helpdesk teams don't need to go log into a CloudGenix portal. They don't need to go open up another web page. They're actually getting cases dispatched in their messaging client that say, hey, you got a case for here. Oh, and by the way, here's all the information for that site that you just got a case on. In addition, you can do even more information. So sites that have HA, they can see, is the HA status working? Which site is there? Which device is there? What circuits are up? What VPNs are up? What's the detail of that? And you can, and pretty much the sky's the limit on this. You can add any type of information you want. You can say, show me a graph of the history in the last 5 days. Show me a graph in the last hour. And you can have that be automatic, or you can have it be dynamic. So for example, we take some of our app metrics and put in a bot. And you can say, well, show me the application DNS at headquarters. And I didn't spell headquarters right. I spelled HQ. And the bot was able to figure out and say, oh, based on fuzzy matching, we can say, oh, I think you meant, CGH HQ. And I want to look that up. And now I can see our application metrics for DNS called UDP TRT, which is a CloudGenix term. We look at transaction response time for UDP, and we can see how long it's taking for DNS to take across all the different paths on average across all the different DNS requests. And again, taking a look at another app, say, hey, show me Facebook at HQ. And again, I put a pound sign at the end. I mistyped it. But it's able to figure out what I meant and at least give me a rough approximation of understanding me better than myself. And we can see now what's the RTT on the different internet links because Facebook has direct paths only. And then same thing for media. So for media apps, you can again query a bot and say, well, how is WebEx working at a site? And we can see, oh, look, WebEx, we're seeing average jitter latency loss, MOS in, and MOS out. So that's one of the really important things about CloudGenix is that when we compute all this information, we don't just do it in a single direction. We don't look at things, we don't think WAN is really the only source of problems in your network. One of the biggest problems we saw with voice was access points. Because everyone always points to the WAN and says, hey, the WAN is the problem, but sometimes it's not. That's the whole point of the visibility and the metrics in our system is we need to be able to route around things where we can address it at the last mile. But when something is a problem outside of things that can be automatically addressed, the admins need to know. Because if they're having voice problems and they're trying to call the carrier and say, why is Comcast cable dropping all of my traffic? And in reality, it's an access point with a flaky connection. That's the type of stuff you need to be able to see. And that's the type of stuff you can get directly even from a bot. So where is ChatOps going? So today we provide a lot of ChatOps capability to customers, and customers have built integrations to be able to do really neat status. But where things will be going is simple authenticated configuration tasks. So maybe I want to bounce an interface. Maybe I want to clear statistics or download a report, that's more interactive and offline. And also I want to be able to run simple tests. Let's say I want to run a ping or a trace route or a curl test at the edge. Let's have a bot do it, but let's be able to do it in an authenticated manner. And finally, what we see happening in the future even more is being able to do full authenticated access via these chat utilities. So being able to say, I want to message a bot directly, the bot's going to do the authentication with me, and he's going to say, okay, here's a command line on the edge to be able to run your own utilities or run whatever you need to do, in addition to things you can do. So just the whole point is we're not replacing interfaces, we're not making a new web interface or making a new interface that's better. We're taking the workflows that you're already using and seamlessly integrating into what's there.